We are back here on Girl Talk, and Daniel Court has joined us from Hilton Head Lakes. We're going to talk some market trends. It's great to have you here, and Hilton Head Lakes has been extremely busy. We think just everything is just exploding locally with the real estate market, and again, out in the Hardyville area, that's no exception. Things are just really, really super busy. And you have some interesting perspectives and some interesting statistics on those trends and where people are going and what's influencing their buying decisions.
Mm-hmm. Well, first off, I want to congratulate myself on my salesmanship, because I wasn't supposed to be here today, but I emailed the station and said, how do I get on that show with the really hot hostess? And here I am.
Wow.
So what do you think? How did I do?
Gee, it was a nice surprise.
I know. I guess I have some inside connection there.
A little.
Anyway, it's great to be here. Yeah, we do real estate shows up in the Northeast and Midwest through the winter. It's the company I used to work for, and they brought to us what they call an executive summary, and that's, they survey thousands of couples that are either pre-retirement or moving into retirement, and they're getting great information and feedback from these people. They compile it into an executive summary and they bring it to us. And it's just great market feedback for us. And it said something that Matt Peebles and I just couldn't believe, that this number, 99% of people who are in the market for retirement property 99% want either saltwater or freshwater, but they want water. They either want to be on it or near it. And at Hilton Head Lakes, we have both. We have a freshwater lake, 160 acres, and we're obviously 15 minutes from Hilton Head. That was a stat that really staggered us. The other stat, and I hate to say this for all my golfing buddies out there, but we all kind of know the trends. Golf continues to be on the decline. I think for every golf course that opens, two to three close in the United States, and private golf clubs just aren't as popular as they once were, because there's a lot of carrying costs associated with it. Mm-hmm. Not to mention golf is a 4.5 to 5 hour endeavor.
It's a time
thing. Trends that we saw on the upswing are wellness, fitness, walking trails, biking trails, and continuing education. People not only want to keep their bodies sharp as they age, but they want to keep their mind sharp. And it brought me back to, I was stuck on the tarmac coming back from one of our shows because they had to de-ice the plane. Another beautiful winter up in the Northeast that we had. And I thought, well, I'm going to use my time wisely, so I picked up Sky Magazine and I read this article, and it was basically about what are people who are aging, what is their greatest regret as they age and move into the last phase of their life. And it was fascinating. They polled over 100 couples, and unequivocally they all said, our biggest regret is that we didn't venture out more, that we didn't move outside of our comfort zone, we didn't travel more. I think you sent me a quote recently that said, life begins at the end of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm. That's so true.
It is true. And what that really says to us is, things are nice, things are great, nice things are nice, but things, for the most part, weigh us down. They constrict us. Right. And what I would say, 9 out of every 10 people that come into our office, the first thing they say is, we're scaling down. People want less house, less square footage.
It's less maintenance.
Less maintenance, right.
Yes,
it's
less
the
stress.
Freedom. And that was what was cool too in the real estate shows. You had the opportunity to talk to these folks that are thinking about moving down south, and give them some information. It was really about freedom in retirement, the freedom and those choices, and that's really getting rid of the stuff and decluttering your
Shedding
lives.
the stuff. When the world changed in '08, priorities shifted with it. Mm-hmm. And, even people with the money are now saying, there are 3 things that I want to shed from my life, which is a larger house than I need. So the people are almost virtually everyone we see is scaling down in square footage. Less mortgage, if they have any mortgage at all, because many people are able to sell their home and take the equity out and pay cash for, or at least a good portion in cash for their new home. And living in a community with significantly less carrying costs. It's nice to have luxury amenities, but people want to travel. Mm-hmm. They want to go up north and see family when they want to. They want to eat out 7 nights a week. So if you're not if you're moving outside of your own community, you're not going to use those amenities as much. So why would you write a developer a check for them? So really, freedom in retirement is 4 basic things. It's how you build a house with open design that you can age in comfortably, less mortgage, less square footage, and less carrying cost in a community. You put all that together, you can move around with a lot of freedom, and you're not a slave to those things that we used to hold on to.
Yeah.
And retirement becomes a happy thing.
It does.
Yes.
Joyful.
And there's freedom in that.
And shouldn't it be?
Yes.
We always say these are the best years of your life.
golden years.
They're the golden years. They are. They're the best years of your life. You want all the freedom and the health and the vibrancy to live those years while you're young enough and free enough to enjoy them.
it.
Right.
Exactly.
That makes great sense.
And thank you, Daniel. Great insight. And again, for more
I hate making
information,
sense. God, I really do. No, just kidding.
for more information about Hilton Head Lakes and kind of just picking his brain, give him a call. And you can find Hilton Head Lakes online as well. Stay tuned. More to come here on Girl Talk.